It's one big therapy session for me. I don't even look at it like a job, you know? People think, oh yeah, what do you think about fighting? Like, to me, it's mental health.
The dark mind of Sean Strickland, the UFC's psychopath champion. In a world of manufactured personal image and rehearsed rhetoric, there occasionally emerges a figure who resists conformity and reveals the uncomfortable truths we all try to suppress.
I'm getting to a point where I can say and not get cut from the UFC. So before, it's like, oh man, I wasn't good. I couldn't say because Dana White would be like, hey, go that white trash, get him out of here.
A person who compels us to stare into the abyss of our own souls and confront the darkness lying dormant within.
You know, I just stayed off Instagram because here's the thing about Instagram. You get all these little nutless little all they do is they come on my page, they talk, they run their mouth.
In mixed martial arts, Sean Strickland is such an anomaly. Love him or hate him, Strickland represents the primal instincts that lurk beneath civilized society. He is a man who embodies his true nature, no matter how unsettling it may be. But why does Strickland embrace the role of the villain? What internal demons drive his extreme behavior? Keep watching as we attempt to decode the enigmatic psyche that drove Strickland from a troubled past to the top of the fight game as UFC welterweight champion. Strickland's traumatic upbringing traces a narrative arc seen before. The damaged child indoctrinated by toxicity, who must redeem himself through self-actualization. He openly discusses being part of neo-Nazi groups as a teenager.
Work harder! No food for you till you finish!
Consumed by racism and hate. An experience that undoubtedly left deep psychological wounds. In Strickland's case, the seed was planted by his grandfather, who passed down a twisted worldview. This toxic conditioning took root in his undeveloped teenage mind.
More like trying to fight me, and I'm like, Kevin Holland, bro, you have my Instagram, dude. Like, we can't fight here.
But unlike so many who remain stuck in cycles of violence, Strickland found an escape route through mixed martial arts. Fighting provided discipline, an emotional outlet,
Whenever we started swinging and banging, and he threw some punches, and I was like, man.
and a positive alternative influence. The skills and sense of purpose gained in the gym allowed Strickland to leave behind the poisonous influences that had corrupted his formative years. The fact that Strickland overcame this and evolved past his ugly beginnings is a testament to the human capacity for change. At least a little bit in Strickland's case, as you will soon discover. Now we come to the other side of Strickland that captivates the masses, his unsettling embrace of violence.
In these closing seconds, but unfortunately, right there for the counter shot all the way, one final spin.
He admits to a fascination with causing real damage to opponents, even death. Are fans not implicitly endorsing these gladiatorial notions by purchasing pay-per-views? As Kale Sonnen noted, Strickland simply expresses himself honestly. Political correctness be damned. He purposely pushes boundaries and leans into his inner monster. This mentality fueled Strickland's rapid MMA ascent. As his notoriety as a heel grew, so did his wins. He seemed to feed off the disdain, fully becoming the villain. Strickland allowed his demons to give him power. At UFC 293, Strickland's dance with darkness reached its crescendo. Locked inside the Octagon stood the slick, elusive Israel Adesanya, a fighter who had styled on every past opponent. But Strickland was different.
Dreaming, is this happening? Am I gonna wake up at some point? So, yeah, I know, it's fucking weird, you guys.
He pressured Adesanya relentlessly, immune to fear. While others hesitated, Strickland attacked with savage intent. In round 3, a picture-perfect right hand concussed Adesanya and sent him crumpling to the canvas. Seconds later, Strickland was crowned champion. His willingness to embrace the monster within allowed him to break Adesanya mentally and physically. Strickland imposed his will through raw force of his true self unleashed. Sean Strickland remains a man of mystery. His contradictions will forever polarize public perception. But whether you view him as damaged or depraved, his authenticity forces self-reflection. Strickland represents the animal, free from pretense and flowing from his intuitive nature, rather than conforming to expectation. He's a mirror that exposes the social conditioning restraining our human potential, for better or worse. The cobra has struck. What part of our inner serpent will we choose to behold? Let me know your thoughts on Strickland's captivating psyche and how it fueled his rise to UFC champion. Sean Strickland's journey continues. But for now, that's the 411.